Welcome to the second part of the Flash tutorial, and this is where we left off. We did the super speed effect and the smoke and the sparks, and in this part we're gonna make the lightning. And if you haven't seen the first part, well, obviously go watch it. So let's get right into it. So the first lightning effects that we want to add are the small bits of lightning that go all around the body, and I'm gonna be using lightning from my own DCEU custom pack that I've made. All the lightning that I use in this video, I will give them to your use in the end of the video. So now I've added a small bit of lightning where I want to, and I'm just gonna make it look better by adding a glow. So in the glow you wanna put threshold to 40, radius to 500 and glow intensity to 15, and then you want to choose A and B colors and change the colors to light blue, as you can see right here. So then just repeat this step all over the body. So now I've added a bunch of small lightning coursing around, and bump up the glow to 30 in all of them because that just looks better, and they start at a little bit different times and they all end right here in this blur frame. So again, because I have 5 layers in here that are the same thing, I'm gonna pre-compose them. I'm gonna name them small lightning. So now we wanna start adding bright flashes of light. So go to layer, new, and create a new solid layer. And you can call it light, and put it below the actor layer. Make it 1 frame long. Then take the pen tool and draw a circular mask around it. Then start putting the feathering way up. Then go to effect, color correction, and take tint and make it like barely blue. Then go to layer and add a new adjustment layer on top of everything and make it 1 frame long, just like the light. And then go to generate and take CC light rays, and let's move the center point right there and put the intensity up to 300. And that looks about right. Then go to color correction and add a photo filter. Put it to custom and select blue color. Put the intensity to 30. You can also add exposure and put it to 1 to make it even brighter. So now we have a bright flash of light happening behind my back. And just repeat this step a couple of times. As you can see, the effect is really starting to come together. It already looks good. So now it's time for the big lightning strikes. All the lightning that I'm using in this tutorial, I will be giving it to you in the end of this video, so you can use it for your own projects. So now that I've added this lightning and positioned it, I tried to replicate the lightning from the scene as much as possible, but to make the lightning look better, go to stylize and take glow, and then put the threshold to 10, glow radius to 100, and intensity to 0.5. So this will make the lightning look a lot better, as you can see, and I recommend doing this to every lightning. I also added a little camera lens blur and set it to 2, because without it looks kinda too sharp, so I recommend doing that. So let's check out how the effect looks like with a bunch of lightning. And the reason I'm not going to too much detail about positioning the lightning and stuff is because it really depends on your shot. But the idea is that the lightning kinda wraps around before you leave, as you can see. So now add a new adjustment layer and make it to start when the first bright light flash starts. So right here. And then make it last until the last lightning. Like that. Then go to color correction and add a photo filter. Put it to custom and choose a light blue color. Then put keyframes on the first frame and start increasing the amount based on the brightness of the flashes in the screen. So here it should be 50. So after you've done that, you want it should happen only in this area and not here. So let's create a mask with the pen tool. And then let's put the feathering way up. .600. So now it's only happening mostly in this area. Then go to color correction and take exposure. Put keyframes on the exposure. And in the first frame, let's put it to 0.5. And then the frame when I leave, right here, it should be 1. And then again in the last frame, let's put it to 0.5 again. So now it has a little fade, but not too much. So there's only a couple more things to do until this effect is completely finished. One is go to the main actor layer, which is this one. So go to blur and sharpen and add a directional blur. Then put keyframes on the last frame, put the blur to 20, go 2 frames back and put it to 0. Then go to the adjustment layer where we added the turbulent displacement in the last episode and go to blur and sharpen and add a channel blur. Put keyframes on red blurriness and let's go forward couple of frames and let's put it to 10. So this will give the RGB displacement look that you see in a lot of flash scenes in the DCEU. And then let's go to the last frame and put it to 0 so it fades out. And now the effect is finally finished, as you can see. So now I will give the lightning footage that I used in this video right here, so you can screen capture it and use it in your own videos. And also, if you do use that, give me a link to your video if you use that for something in YouTube. I would really like to see what you guys have created with them. So that was the DCEU Flash effect, and well, we'll see you in the next tutorial.